Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a few weeks since I posted a video on my channel, so I hope everybody is okay. Today's video is going to be quite a bit different from my usual videos. I wanted to kind of step outside of the box and get away from talking about chronic illness just for today's video and kind of do something a little bit fun, but still kind of be relatable to those of us who do have chronic illness. So today's video, as you can see from the title, is going to be a pretty quick 5-minute makeup look that you can do. I know when you're sick, you don't necessarily feel like doing your makeup and you don't necessarily feel like getting all glammed up, especially during COVID. We don't really have anywhere to go, but sometimes for me, it just makes me feel a little bit better to have a little bit of makeup on, feel better about myself, and feel like I did something that day to make myself feel better. So for those of us who don't feel well, don't have a lot of energy, but still are really interested in doing makeup, and maybe you're out of ideas or just need some inspiration, I personally love makeup. It's been a passion of mine for a long time. Since getting sick, I don't do it near as much as I used to, or as, as intense, but I wanted to just do a quick 5-minute everyday makeup look that pretty much anyone can do. So let's get started. Okay, so I've already moisturized my face, and for that today I just used this nice little rose facial oil, and that makes my skin feel nice and hydrated. It's been really dry with the weather getting a lot colder. It's usually dry anyway, but it's just that much more dry. And so right now I'm just going to go in with the Tarte Double Duty Beauty primer. That will just take a second. It smells like coconut, so it's really nice. And it also just adds a nice another layer of moisturizer for those of us who have dry skin. And so for this makeup look, it's going to be really simple. Like I said, around 5 minutes. We'll see what it ends up being, but it's just really simple. And so because I'm not doing an eyeshadow look today, really, I'm just going to go in with my concealer now, because there won't be any fallout from the eyeshadow. And I just kind of put this in the corners and a little bit down on some redness. And then if you have any other areas of redness, and I'm not even going to use foundation today. By the way, this is the Morphe foundation in the shade C155. And then I'm going to take my Real Techniques blender and just blend that out. As you can see, there's like a crease in it. That's what happens when you have kids. 1 minute, everything's fine, and then the next, you find your stuff a little bit destroyed. So I just kind of pat that in the corners of my eyes, and then I'm going to do here on my nose, anywhere you have some redness or discoloration. And because you don't really need a lot of concealer out here, I just kind of drag whatever's left over that way. And it's really good for people with dry under eyes like myself, so that it doesn't get too cakey or, bring out your fine lines. But it really just wakes up the face and makes you look more alive, which, let's admit, we all can have that, use that. And so that is the concealer. Now I thought I would go in and go ahead and do my eyebrows, and I'm going to use a smaller mirror so I can see a little bit closer for that. And this is just the Honest Beauty, it's foundation, but I'm just going to be using the mirror for that. Now my favorite of all time eyebrow pencil is the Brow Power by IT Cosmetics. I've repurchased this several times. It's pretty much the only thing I use, and so I'm just going to go in with a really natural look, just kind of follow the natural way my eyebrows go, and just fill them in, because they're a bit, it's not even that they're sparse, but they're really blonde. So I just like to fill those in. Do any of you have crazy eyebrow hairs that are really thick and coarse and want to go crazy? That's what mine do. And then if I'm happy with that, which some days I go a little bit more dramatic, but for today's look we're going pretty simple, then I just take the spoolie end and kind of go upwards at the front, and then kind of swoop it back. And like I said, it's not much, but it's just enough, I think. And there are the eyebrows. So next, let's go into our bronzer and just, you know, wake up our face a little bit with some color. I am using the Hoola Benefit bronzer, and actually recently I dropped this on the floor, so it's a little bit broken, which is not ideal, but let's see what we get, because I didn't want to throw it away because I love it so much. And what I like to do is I just put a good amount of product on the areas that I want first, and then I go in and blend it out. On camera it's coming off a little bit more orange than it is. It's really more bronzy, golden base kind of in person, but it's fine. You see how it just kind of wakes you up and adds a little bit of color. Then I just loosely put it over my nose. And that is that. Now I like to do my highlighter before I do my blush. I feel like it makes it look a little bit more natural. And for my highlighter that I usually wear almost every day is the Ofra Cosmetics highlighter in Covent Garden. I'm obsessed with it, and some days when I don't do any makeup, I just have moisturizer on, I'll put a little bit of this on my cheeks. And it just makes you look really dewy and fresh, and I love it. Hopefully that's translating to camera, but it really is beautiful. I think I got this in an Ipsy bag. And there's that. I'm already looking way more alive and dewy. And now I'm gonna go in with my blush, and that is by Tarte. And this one is in the shade Feisty. And this is their Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush, so it really does last all day. And I just put that on the apples of the cheeks. And there we have that. And then sometimes I like to go back and just kind of blend everything together with my bronzer brush, which broke, but that's okay. I have others, but I still just really like this one. And our next step and our last step is going to be our mascara. And today I am using the Lord & Berry Boost mascara. At first when I tried this one, I did not like it, but the more I've used it, it's like become one of my favorites that I've ever tried. So again, I'm going to be using a smaller mirror so I can get a more up close look so I don't poke my eye out, but I just like to do my top lashes. I feel like that's enough, but if I'm going for more of a dramatic look, I would do the bottom. And sometimes I like to do my lashes at like an angle this way, kind of flare them out, and sometimes I just concentrate the mascara on the outer corner and not across the whole eye. Today I'm just kind of doing whatever, getting all those lashes, and that's just one layer. I think it's a really nice mascara, and it's really buildable too. It doesn't dry really hard, which I like. So if you guys are into makeup, what is your favorite kind of go-to makeup look? Let me know down below in the comments. And then I also would like to know if you want me to continue to do makeup videos. I can do more in depth or more crazy looks, whatever you guys like. I just thought it would be fun to switch things up a little bit and yeah, just do something new. While I have you, I can update you on how I'm doing. Overall, I've been doing much better with my POTS symptoms. The the IV saline infusions that I get once a week are really helpful to me. I don't have near as much presyncope or lightheadedness. Some days I can just get up and not even think about it and just do that throughout the day, and my heart rate is the biggest thing. It does not get nearly as high. Now today I am out of breath. I mean, you still have days where you feel less than, and so it's not like a cure or anything, but I give it like a 9 out of 10 for how much it has helped me, and I just hope that it continues to help me and I just continue to improve, because the more I can feel, the more better I feel, the more likely I am to exercise more and do all the other things that are going to help me improve my symptoms. And I will tell you, one week I had to wait 9 days for my IV, and it felt like it took a lot more to, because it was such a longer period of time, it's like my body was more depleted. So it didn't help me as much as it did when it's really strictly every week, if that makes any sense. So I could tell a big difference when I didn't have it. And this week they had to move my schedule around. So I had my IV session on Friday, and now I'm gonna have it again on Wednesday. So I'm actually gonna get it a bit early. So kind of excited to see how that makes me feel. But then again, there's a consequence because the following week it'll be that 9 days again until I get the IV. So anyways, we're just rolling with it. I think I'm pretty much done. As you know, I'm rambling, so it's taking longer than 5 minutes, I'm sure, but it was super simple. As you can see, it's just an everyday makeup look, but I mean, it looks like you put some effort in and tried, and yeah, sometimes that just makes me feel better emotionally. Who knows the science behind that, but I've talked to other people who feel the same way. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below if you did, and I will be happy to make more makeup videos, or if you have any requests, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope you're staying well and staying safe. Bye.